The driver's side window is all bashed in, and he's got blood all over his head.
A man has been assassinated in broad daylight. 3 people are now under arrest, but are they all just pawns in someone else's game?
He's not responding to me.
Just over a week ago, we brought you breaking news out of Florida of another arrest made in the shocking murder of criminal law professor Dan Markel, gunned down in his own driveway while talking on the phone with a friend.
He didn't send an ambulance in a hurry. He's still alive.
Now there's been another huge break.
We're ready to proceed forward with the case.
As part of a plea deal finalized just days ago.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you are about to give me is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
One of the 2 men arrested for the murder has agreed to tell detectives everything he knows, and we've got the full confession.
We met him right in the garage. Garcia jumps out, goes around the car where he's driving. I think Markel was on the phone that day. Shot him twice. Got in the car, we left. Kid driving.
That's Luis Rivera, the man seen in this surveillance video driving alleged triggerman Sigfredo Garcia from the hit. He says his involvement began weeks before the actual murder when he was approached by Garcia to join him on a 7-hour drive from Miami to Tallahassee.
My understanding when he was talking to me, first I thought it was going to be like a robbery.
Just a robbery.
What gave you that idea? Why did you think it was going to be a robbery?
I'm a jack boy.
Okay.
I rob drug dealers.
Okay. So he was talking in terms of a job in Tallahassee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we finna go, okay, boom. But then he's like, man, it's not that. I'm finna go kill somebody. We're gonna get hired.
As we now know, that somebody was beloved father of 2 young boys and renowned scholar Dan Markel. But just who was the person doing the hiring?
Katie's the one in the middle doing everything. Put it like that.
He's talking about Katie Magbanua.
Good morning.
Seen here just days ago during her very first court appearance.
This is a charge of a first-degree murder capital felony case. So I'm not going to do anything that would change that.
Katie was also charged with Markel's murder after Rivera started talking and after police discovered she is the mother of the accused shooter's 2 children. Plus, in what prosecutors believe is no coincidence, she worked at a dental clinic owned and operated by the victim's in-laws, Harvey Adelson, wife Donna, and son Charlie. More on that connection in a moment.
You'd be best to keep your thoughts to yourself regarding this charge. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
According to Rivera, Katie is the one who reached out to Garcia to do the hit in the first place. But was she really the one pulling the strings?
I asked him, who's hiring me? He like, Katie told me this lady's gonna hire me.
So he's saying Katie is the person between the woman that wants this done. Does he say the woman's name then?
Not at all.
But detectives have to wonder. Shortly after the murder, police zeroed in on who seemed like a logical suspect. Daniel's ex-wife, Wendy Adelson.
He's not going to survive.
Oh my God.
During her interview with detectives, Wendy fully admits she and Markel were embroiled in a nasty divorce and custody battle over their 2 kids, and the rest of her family had gotten involved. According to police records, Dan's in-laws even discussed offering him $1 million to let Wendy take the kids and move.
They had squabbled over, visitation rights, the involvement of her parents. It was pretty bitter.
Wendy also talked about how much her brother Charlie, in particular, disliked Dan.
It was always this joke. He said, I looked into hiring a hitman and it was cheaper to get you this TV.
Just a joke? It was enough at the time for police to take a hard look at the Adelsons. All denied their involvement and no arrests were ever made. But that was before Luis's confession.
All Katie's for winning.
He says Katie manipulated her baby daddy, Sigfredo Garcia, into doing the crime.
She had him crazy. She'll go cheat on him, and I guess she told him, if you want me back, you gotta go do this. She had him all messed up. She had him all confused. So.
Confused in particular about Katie's current relationship.
What was Katie doing? I mean, you said she was going to see somebody.
Oh,
and
so
stuff.
you go see the dentist.
Who's the dentist?
That dentist, police allege, was none other than Charlie Adelson. The brother Wendy Adelson once said joked about hiring a hitman. And that's not all. Charlie was also Magbanua's employer and boyfriend at the time of the murder, and the man who not long after the killing helped her purchase brand new breast implants. Suspicious, the Tallahassee Police Department even set up an elaborate sting to see what the Adelsons might know.
You see talking to her now?
That's Wendy's mom, Donna Adelson, being approached by an undercover agent posing as a friend of Garcia's. According to documents, he hands her a paper saying he knows about the hired hit and wants $5,000 to keep quiet. Donna Adelson looks rattled. Cops say within minutes she calls her son Charlie. Police claim Charlie then calls Catherine, and according to a probable cause affidavit, Charlie says, quote, "You better kill him because he's going to be a big problem." And, quote, "If you can't do it, I'll have someone else do it."
She has the paper, they're walking away.
At the time, the Tallahassee Police Department drafted arrest affidavits for Charlie Adelson and his mom, Donna. But state prosecutors didn't approve their arrests, saying they still didn't have enough evidence to link the Adelsons to Dan Markel's death. But again, that was before Rivera started talking. And before detectives heard about this very telling question, Rivera says he asked Garcia before the hit.
I asked him, why you want to kill this guy? Because the lady wants her 2 kids back. She wants full custody of them kids. Because he had all the custody. That was the plan, that was the deal. That's what I went to go kill that man for.
It seemed as though he could only be talking about one person, but detectives still needed a name, and they were about to get it. Here, Rivera recalls cruising around Markel's neighborhood on the morning of the murder and being spotted by a woman and her 2 kids.
I'm looking to my rearview mirror and I asked Garcia, man, what's up with this lady? Why is she looking so much? She's like, oh, that's that lady. That's Wendy.
You drove by, you saw her walking the kids. You ask him, he says that's Wendy. Okay.
That's the conversation.
So it's not a question of if it's Wendy, he already knows it's Wendy.
Oh, he already knows it's Wendy.
If Rivera is telling the truth, as he has officially sworn to do, he just implicated none other than Wendy Adelson, Dan Markel's ex-wife. Because of previous testimony made by Rivera, Katie Magbanua is now behind bars. And with this new confession, the case against Sigfredo Garcia, who has pleaded not guilty to the murder, seems stronger than ever. But could other arrests be right around the corner? After Magbanua's court appearance, State Prosecutor Georgia Kappelman had this to say.
Obviously, you have Mr. Rivera as a witness. What is your hope now?
My hope now is to proceed with the cases I have in front of me, which of course are the one against Mr. Garcia and now Ms. Magbanua.
You still need a link to the family, is what I've seen you quoted as saying.
Yes, if I was to be able to charge a member of the family as being implicated as part of the conspiracy, I think I would require a witness such as possibly Ms. Magbanua.
But you're obviously going to be trying to talk to her, so.
If her lawyer allows me to, I will, but we don't know that yet.
So just what does the near future look like for the people currently behind bars? Or for that matter, the Adelsons?
A jury will have to believe Luis Rivera, and we're going to beat him up pretty good.
Coming up.
These are dentists. These aren't the Sopranos, okay?
What the other side has to say, and an explosive new document hinting more arrests may be coming soon.
It's always the wife's family.